Next is clean old fashioned hate. Georgia. I don't think we're allowed to call it that, but we call it that.
I think we can.
Georgia 10-1 versus Georgia Tech 9-2. That's Friday, 9 at 3:30 p.m. on ABC from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, as we mentioned. Matt, your prediction for this one?
First off, this game should not be played in Mercedes-Benz. It should be at either Georgia or Tech. I've said what I've said. We've talked about it ad nauseum. I'm just throwing that back on the record because I want it stated for the record. That being said, this is a Tech team last year that took Georgia to 5 overtimes. I think it
8.
was 8.
8.
Oh yeah, it was a while. I was
I
in the
think
car
one more would be
listening
the
to that on the way
record,
home.
or at least
Yeah,
tied for the record.
It
it
went
was a
so
lot.
late.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. But in this Georgia Tech team is better than last year's team. Now, one could argue this Georgia team is better than last year's team, perhaps. I don't rightly know. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pick Tech here. I just have a sneaking suspicion after losing last week to Wake Forest, was it?
Pitt.
Pitt, excuse me. Losing to Pitt last week, I
Last
feel
week,
like
yeah.
that might have been a little bit of a focus for them. And nothing says screw you like beating Georgia in Mercedes-Benz for the first time. So I like Tech here. Give me Tech 28-27.
I mean, it is in Atlanta, so it's like a home game for Tech, right?
Yeah.
But,
Kind of.
Georgia's favored
The
by,
concessions will be cheaper.
that's right. Georgia's favored by about 2 touchdowns in this one, but I'm a little nervous, as we mentioned, about after Tech lost to Pitt last week. Also, as I've also mentioned, Brent Key hates Georgia so passionately, he gears his team around beating Georgia every year. So for him, it wouldn't really matter. Consequently, they are really good at beating other people as well because of that. Also, as we mentioned, it took 8 overtimes to decide a winner last time between these two. So I think this is kind of on par with a lot of that. I think Georgia plays well, but I don't see Tech rolling over in this one. So I'm going to go dogs in this one, but a little bit closer than what the bookies are saying, and maybe a little bit more higher scoring. So I'm going Georgia here, 35-28. Jesse, what you got?
I think this is going to be a slugfest. I loved watching the game last year. It was absolutely incredible. It did keep me up way past my bedtime, which was a little rude. But other than that,
Rude.
I think this is going to be a really fun game to watch. I think it's going to be very close throughout 3.5 quarters. And I think UGA will sneak it out with a last few minutes field goal on this one. So I am going to pick the Bulldogs in this one, 30-27.